Hey, what's going on? I'm back from my last video, which the videos are days apart, but I shot them all on the same day, ironically. Um, since the last one, I took lunch, and I'm feeling good. Got myself some Red Bull, and I'm ready to knock out a couple hours of this Mayhem. Maybe even finish it. I got a little over 5 hours left, which is quite a bit. I don't know if I'm gonna be, and I don't know if I have enough. I only have 2 guns on me at the moment, and they're not quite full TT. So I got probably close to 4 hours worth of guns left. So maybe we'll just shoot them until they're done. I don't know. We're gonna figure this out as we go. But yeah. So this morning before lunch. Or the last episode that you may or may not have watched, I was talking about maybe doing or putting some music in the background. And so while I was eating my lunch and doing dishes and whatnot, I was watching a couple videos on music copyright, and it's kind of a fickle thing to deal with when it comes to dealing with YouTube and social media and stuff. Just so, like, you can go onto YouTube and you can search copyright free music, whatever genre, gaming or whatever, and you can pull up playlists, you can pull up songs, there's people who stream it live, which is all fine and dandy. The problem is you can't necessarily just take that and shove it into a video and, like, forget about it. So the thing with a lot of copyright-free music is you still need to credit the artist, which is fair to them, and that makes sense. So you got to put all that into your title and whatnot. But for something like this, ooh, decent drop. Because I was just thinking, I'll just pull up a big music compilation or a live stream of gaming music, and I'll just pop it in the background and let it play. But the problem with that is I would have to go through, figure out all the artists for all the songs, and then give them credit in my description, and then cross my fingers that I don't get copyright infringement, even if the music is copyright free. It's just it's a headache. I don't know if I'm quite ready to deal with that yet. The other option, there's a couple other options I could have did today, kind of on this last minute thing. I just literally started looking into this, and it's kind of interesting. If any of you are content creators, if you're making your own YouTube videos, and you're considering putting music in there, do your research, because there's a lot that you need to think about, and you got to kind of cover your butt pretty good, because otherwise you get copyright strikes, or your monetization of your videos will go to the artists instead of to you, yada yada yada. You could get your channel, your videos taken down, or your channel shut down, and that's not good. So the other thing I could have did, which would have been probably safer, is YouTube has a sound library that offers music and sound effects. It's all copyright free. It's all completely approved for YouTube, for content creators. Which I guess I could still do it if I really, really wanted to. But there's no, like, playlists. Well, there's playlists, but, like, of individual songs. They're not all, like, pre-mashed together and set up. So I'd have to go through and, like, play all the songs individual while I'm playing this. And then I'd have ads in between, because I'm not, like, a premium YouTube member. So I got ads on all my videos that I'm watching. So then you'd be hearing, the spaces in between the songs, plus all the advertisement. I feel like that would hurt me more than it would really bring to the table as far as the music. And then I'm not even sure if, like, all the stuff that I'd be playing, if it's stuff I even like or would want into the video, because they do break it up into categories and mood and stuff, and you can search for, like, a lot of different genres of music, and they have it categorized very well. But just because it's in a certain category doesn't mean it's necessarily, like, what I want to listen to. Whereas if I jump onto you know, you like search for YouTube music compilation of like gaming music, and it's all like EDM and like electronic music. Usually it's all pretty similar, and I personally enjoy it. I don't know if all of you are into that kind of music. Hopefully you are. But if not, no big deal. So that's kind of what you got to deal with when you're considering putting music into your videos. So the gist of it is as long as this video is going to be, it's just going to be too much of a headache to work music into it at this point in my time of my YouTube career. I am considering, though, on some of my shorter videos, not necessarily the Mayhem stuff, but like my normal short Entropia Universe videos that are, 10-15 minutes long, I might be pulling some of the music from like the YouTube sound library, where I will only need like maybe 3 or 4 songs, and those you don't have to credit, which is nice with the YouTube library. You just mix them in and you're good to go. You never have to worry about royalties or anything like that. Because that's the other thing with copyright-free music. Just because it's copyright-free today doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be copyright-free tomorrow. Not that it happens very often from what it sounds like, but it can and does happen from time to time, where an artist, not an author, an artist will offer their music for free to gain popularity, and once they become popular, then they start copywriting their music so that they can start making some money off of it. So you won't necessarily get like copyright banned or like strikes on your channel for having music in that scenario, but you then have to, I think they would either like, they would take your monetization, or you'd have to take the video down, is more or less how that would work. It wouldn't really hurt your channel, but you would just lose the money from it in, some shape or form. So that's another thing that I would kind of risk doing that. Not that I'm real worried about making money off of this video. It's probably a lot of people don't want to sit down and watch boring, long Mayhem videos, which I'm finding out. I guess I wasn't totally surprised, but where was I going with that? Kind of lost my train of thought, but I got a token, so that's awesome. Yeah, I'm not, like, I was kind of tempted to do it. Then I was just like, you know what? I don't want to worry about it. I don't want to have that issue or people yelling at me for not, crediting artists and stuff and being lazy. And I will probably eventually be adding music to my different videos, but nothing into something as big as potentially a 5-hour long video. It's gonna be a lot of work to credit all those artists and get all that stuff put in there appropriately. Actually, what I'll probably end up doing is, once I get closer to being monetized, or I am finally monetized and I am getting some sort of kickback from my videos, is I was looking at the site. It's called Epidemic Sounds. Maybe you've seen ads for it on YouTube, but I guess a lot of content creators use it and recommend it. And basically, you pay a subscription, and it starts out at like $15 a month, and I think at the very most you pay is like $150, but it's based off of how big your channel is. So like, for somebody like me, it's probably gonna be $15 a month. If you're PewDiePie and you have 100 million subscribers, I'm sure they're gonna charge him, the maximum amount of 150 or whatever, which is kind of nice. But it's unlimited downloads, and you have access to, I think they have like 30 or 60,000 songs in their library, and it covers all kinds of genres as well as sound effects. So I might be looking at that as a option for my music in the game, just because then I won't have to worry about people claiming royalties on copyright free stuff, all that stuff. I'm set for life. And what's also nice about it, which I thought was interesting. So if I'm subscribed, say for like a month, and I decide, you know what, hey, I'm not gonna use it anymore, all my videos that I've made using that website, those songs, I still keep the rights to use them in those currently or previously made videos. I can't use them, reuse the songs in the future if I'm not subscribed, is the way I understand it, but I won't have to take down my previous content just because I don't have a subscription anymore. So that's kind of nice as well. But yeah, there's so much that goes into making YouTube videos. It's just freaking incredible. It's a lot of work. I know I've mentioned this before, but it really is a lot of work, and I can see it why people like. I mean, the payoffs can be huge. You know, granted, most people don't become millionaires from YouTube, but even to make it into a full-time job, to a certain degree, it's a full-time job right out of the gate. If you're trying to make a lot of videos and try to build a channel and get to the point where you can make money and maybe turn it into a job, the time it takes to record the videos, the time it takes to edit, to make the thumbnails, to learn to do all that, if you don't already possess those skills, I mean, that takes a ton of time right there, just learning all the skills. And then you got to learn all the rules behind YouTube so that you don't get banned from the channel or they demonetize everything. It's just, wow, man, it's a lot of time. I mean, like before I was doing YouTube, yeah, I played video games all the time. I put a ton of time into video games, and now it's like I spend 90% of my time, you know, editing videos, making thumbnails, doing research to make these, and then like the 10% of the time, it's like I'm actually playing games. What I'm doing right now. So it's nice that I got an afternoon where I don't have anything going on, and I can just sit down and play and record it, and upload it. Granted, I have zero intentions of doing any editing with this video. This is going straight to YouTube, and from there, right to your eyeballs. But it's fun for a hobby, you know, that doesn't. What I really like about it, and I've had other hobbies, and besides gaming and stuff, even gaming itself is fairly expensive. I'm a mechanic, so I come from a background of cars, and having cars as a hobby is extremely expensive. A drug addiction is probably cheaper. To be quite honest, that expression is used quite often in the car world when it comes to modifying cars. But YouTube, if you know what you're doing, you can pretty much do it for nothing other than you know, having to purchase maybe a camera and a microphone. You know, and then assuming you have some sort of computer, which if you're playing video games and you want to make YouTube videos, I would assume you already have. Or a lot of people, if you're not doing gaming videos, just make YouTube videos with their phones, which, you know, they already have. They don't have to make. They're not investing in super expensive equipment. So to get into YouTube itself is actually pretty cheap, and all the editing software and stuff that you need to make the thumbnails, to edit your videos, all that stuff. There's dozens of free websites that will let you download software to make your videos, and you don't have to go out and buy these super expensive programs like, you know, Adobe, Photoshop, and you know, all this professional grade editing software. There's free stuff that will do everything you need, and probably a whole lot more that you didn't even know you needed or could even use. So it's a fun, relatively cheap hobby, other than it sucks up a lot of your time really, really quickly. But I'm okay with that. You know, I would rather have something that takes a lot of time that I can do for pretty much for free, and is enjoyable, instead of a hobby that doesn't take nearly as much time but really drains my wallet. My wife texted me. I just got to message her back real quick. Looks like the loot is still pretty good. This morning I had a lot of good loot. I think I came out like 30 pet ahead when I quit this morning. I think I walked away with like 12 loot boxes and 15 or around like 15 tokens, I think. I don't remember the exact numbers, but it was a good morning. Quite a few components. Amplifier components. I don't know why. OCD is kind of kicking in. That was bothering me. Excuse me. Hey, we got a strong box. First one for this run. A little bit of everything. Keep an eye on the trade chat. Oh, that guy's buying. I've been trying to figure out what the strong boxes are going for, because I'm not gonna buy keys. I'm just gonna sell mine. One guy told me 2 ped. This guy's buying them for 2.2. So that's not too bad. Sounds like there's one behind me making noise. I think he's off to my right. There he is. Let's heal up first. Hey, there's a nice global off of Foma there. And a nice little loot for us. I'll take that. Ooh, there we go. Good loot, good loot. Hey, I just want to say thank you for watching my video. I almost forgot. And if you haven't already, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. I upload Entropia videos multiple times a week, and I don't want you to miss out on a single one of them. Also, I'll have a link in my description below for my Entropia Universe playlist, so you can go back and see all the videos that you may or may not have missed already, or maybe you want to watch one again. It's quite alright. And maybe you want to drop a like. And definitely, if you have a comment, drop it down below. I will look at it, I will read it, I will more than likely respond to it. I love it when people comment on my videos. If they got a question, you know, great. I love to help them with that. Even if you want to just say hello or awesome vid, I love that too. Love every bit of it. I don't even mind if people give me some hate too. You know, let me know what I'm doing wrong. What can I do better? I'm always striving to make my channel a little bit better every day, every video. That's why I keep grinding out these videos. Even though one of the hardest parts with YouTube is you want to put out perfection, but you just aren't gonna do that as a new YouTuber. So it's, you know, taking the leap of faith of putting out crappy videos, and even though you know that they're probably crappy, you put them out anyways just to get the experience and to get the feedback, and a lot of it is to start building up some of the data for the analytics, because that's what a lot of the better YouTubers do, is they use their analytics to figure out, you know, what they're doing right, what their audience wants in terms of, you know, the length of the videos, the context of the videos, what they're going to use for thumbnails. You know, everything and anything is based around, they use the analytics to a T to really bring their videos to, you know, that cusp of perfection almost. You know, that super high quality. And when you're a new YouTuber, you know, if you make 1, 2, 3 videos and you post them, you still don't have hardly any data to work with, because you don't have anything to compare it to. Where if you have 100 videos over the, you know, posted over a couple of months, then you actually have some data to look at and to use, and then you can go, all right, this one did great, these ones did terrible, well, and then you can compare them and see what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong. So I'm kind of partly in the process of trying to figure out to build that data, so I can look at my channel and see what I'm doing right and what I'm doing wrong, and what you as my audience want from my videos. But until I have that data, I'm kind of flying blind. So I'm trying a lot of different things with my channel. You may have noticed my thumbnails are pretty wildly inconsistent. I've done some of them were kind of weird. And as I look back at them, I'm like, wow, why did I do that? This is looks kind of goofy. For example, one of the ones with the Snarksnot videos, I put some crazy, like, jagged border at the top and the bottom of the screen. Like, well, it's different. It might draw some attention, and I don't know if it really helped me or hurt me. The video did okay. It's still getting views, but it didn't do as well as some of my other videos that were very, very similar, so I'm thinking maybe that wasn't the best of choices. But that's kind of how you learn to do YouTube, is through trial and error and experimenting. Another token, another almost 4 ped. We're hot right now. No, I don't want. I hate that you gotta wait for the, like, little cooldown bar before you can switch items. I find that mildly irritating. What's that? Oh, there we go. I've been playing first-person view for a while. That's something different. Gun looks slightly misproportioned. Oh, maybe that's... So when I look at it, like, to me, this looks like this whole upper part is supposed to be the scope, and then you have this, like, short little barrel on the end of it, which to me just, it looks weird, but I don't know. I guess they can do what they want. It's their game. Be nice if they could clean up, like, around the thumb a little bit on it, so instead of your thumb being inside the gun, it actually is, like, looks more like he's holding it instead of it being a part of his hand. Maybe this is why I don't play in first person. Team, who is not greedy? Not me. Or who is greedy? Not me. That's awesome. Ooh, what do we level up? I'm thinking evade. Yep. Level 8 evader. Very cool. Let's heal up here. Yeah, I don't like playing in first person. That bothers me. Looks like the curbs are hot again. 109 ped off of a provider. Jeez. I might have to do some more of that later. Wow, a lot of crits. I don't know why I love this game so much. Like, on paper, it doesn't really make sense. Like, you sit and you grind killing mobs for hours and hours on end, but, like, it's still fun. I always enjoy it. I'm never, like, bored. I run out of things to talk about, but I still enjoy the grind. The grind is fun. At least this aspect of it. Grinding for sweat is awful. But I think partly because that's, you know what you're gonna get with sweat. You know you're not gonna ever get more than 4 bottles a click. And that's the rate you're stuck at. Where like hunting or mining or basically any aspect of Entropia Universe, there's always that chance that you might hit something big. And it's, you know, when's that next swirly gonna pop? The anticipation is waiting for it and grinding until you get it. And it's like, oh man, that was so awesome. And then you want another one. It's addicting. Ouch. You did. Used a pretty good portion of this level 4 chip. Still got about 60-some% left. 68. But I mean, that's a pretty good dent. I literally only been using that for this Mayhem event. And I haven't even used it for the whole Mayhem event, so. But I have been healing up quite a bit too while doing this, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. Ooh, the loot was good. Kind of crummy now. We're gonna be in trouble if it keeps persisting like this. Noisy guy over here somewhere. Where is he? Behind the tree? Oh, he's stuck in the building. Can I get him? No. Oh, he can hit me. I can't shoot him. That's dumb. So, like, I understand that it's like an event and it's Halloween and they want you to, like, be playing in a graveyard. I get that, but, like, it's so cluttered. I don't like having all this crap in my way to, like, trip over the headstones and stuff. There we go, there's some better loot. Not fantastic, but it was better than the 80 peck we were getting before. Jeez. I took my Access ammunition and put some of that back into storage, so I came in again with 200 ped worth of ammo that we're going to be cycling. So makes it easier to keep track of when you got an exact number to work with. Looks like we're down here just a little bit. 93 and 80, 89. We're down 10, 20 ped maybe. Which, not a big deal. We only need one big hit to fix that. If we get it, that's the big question. Are we gonna get a 30, 40 ped drop? Or even a couple 10, 15 ped drops would clear that up real quick. if this doesn't go well, which is a possibility, would think it would go well because we were going good this morning, but whatever. Maybe I'll go hunt some curbs. Try to go chase some swirlies down. Especially if they're gonna drop big loot, because there was a couple. It was like triple-digit globals. And they're a lot cheaper to kill than these guys. Probably take about half the ammo. But then again, the average drop on them is a lot lower too. So, it kind of balances itself out. Oh, there we go. Four ped. Round up to 4. Excuse me. Wow, Annihilation 4, 4,000 ped. That's got to be a Hall of Fame. Yeah, there it is. Number 2 on the board. And a Cat 4. That guy's got to be just freaking the frack out right now. That's awesome. Good for you, dude. Good for you, dude. What's the minimum to get on the board? I know I checked earlier this morning. It's still around that 425 ped mark. Hey, there we go. 5, 6, 6.5. But it just goes to show you, it doesn't really matter what category you play in. Yeah, the higher categories, you're probably going to get bigger globals more often, but for those absurdly big ones, man, you can get that in just about any category. Which is pretty cool. Like I said, I saw Category 1 person get 300 ped global. Might have been even a Hall of Fame. I don't know, I didn't check that day, but... Did you think you wouldn't hit anything that big unless you were like, I don't know, category 3, category 4 maybe? Nope. Category 1. Doesn't happen very often, but just knowing that it's possible is pretty sweet. I'm trying to pick some different ones. I feel like if you shoot the same spawns over and over, it kind of hurts your loot. Where if you kind of try to shoot all of them, you have a better chance of getting better loot. Team frickin' frack. That's awesome. I don't know if there's a lot of truth behind that loot theory, but it makes me feel better. I'm actually gonna move around a little bit. I'm kind of tired of sitting in the same place. I've been just to change it up just a little bit. Maybe pull some mobs from the other side of the spawn. Hit some of those that are on the back side a little bit. Maybe they're hiding all the good loot over here. I just gotta be careful not to pull too many. Maybe I should have healed up. Let's see what happens. Maybe he won't hit me at all. Or he's gonna crit me. One of the two. Oh, nice. Ew, why are you running there? And we're down about 25 ped. Which isn't terrible. But it could be a lot better. Should be a lot closer to freaking even. probably gonna cycle pet here and do another hour, I think. I'll risk it. Risk it like a high biscuit. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know why I said that. It just felt like rhyming a risk. That was the first thing that popped into my mind. Kind of random. But I'm kind of a random dude sometimes. Alright, decent. Curious, I wanted to just check something real quick. Sorry about that. I try to stay off my phone as much as I can when I'm recording. Get over here, big boy. Stupid headstones keep blocking my shots. Canceling out my auto fire. Cards are going off again, man. Ugh, we're down like... probably almost 40 ped. Ugh. Kind of debating whether or not if I do want to recycle and keep going. Well, that's better. If I could get a few more like that, that would balance it out. It's all these low ones that are killing me. I think I figured it out. It takes about 2.5-ish ped to kill one zombie. And, ooh, ow, that hurt. Yeah, I mean, anything below a ped is just, yeah, that is just garbage. That's not good. You know, if I was getting like a ped and a half a drop or a ped and a quarter, you know, you can float on that until you get the big hit that will kind of make up all the losses from all those smaller losses, but I don't. Then again, if that big one never comes, then you're really in trouble. I don't really want to lose all that extra ped that I made this morning, man. But I also don't want to stop. I want to get through Halloween Mayhem. Yeah, I still got 4 hours left. See that's better. I could live with a couple drops like that. Like I'm still losing close to a ped. Oh, crap, now I got 2 of them on me. It's like I lost my train of thought, and now I gotta deal with these guys. I can deal with the smaller oh crap. It's not good. I can deal with the smaller losses if I'm losing like 50 peck of a mob isn't so bad. So then when you do hit the big one, usually you make all that up and then some. But if you're losing a ped or more on per mob, that's just really hard to come back from. Please don't kill me. Alright. Well, that was kind of hairy. There we go. See, that's what I needed to really bring me back. 17.5. Another one like that will be sitting pretty. Let's see, where are we at now? 1.7. 16, so we're still down, but not nearly as much. I feel a little bit better about recycling and keep going. We're only down about maybe 20 ped. So if we hit, you know, 40 ped, 50 ped for a global, we'll be up that much more. And it's not too unreasonable for us to hit something in the 30 to 30 ped range, even if we don't quite make it to a global. They do drop halfway decent size loots every once in a while. Or maybe the cannibal boss guy will actually drop me a decent loot for once instead of 2 ped. Ooh, there we go. Wow, 51 on a Guardian curb. Nice. Yeah, we're down 10 ped. That's all it takes is like 2 or 3, you know, slightly larger. They don't have to be massive. They don't have to be globals, but that's what really makes the difference in the game with these guys. Can really make up for all the crummy loots that you got. And we're rolling up here on the hour mark. We're about 2 minutes away. So then the level 16 boss should show up and kick our butt. But if he leaves me some decent loot, I ain't gonna complain. But he's yet to give me anything more than, I think, maybe 5 ped. Which you'd think with him being the boss, yeah, obviously you get 250 points, which is really nice. But you'd think he'd drop like 10, 15 at least for, you know, a level 16 mob. Almost walked out the gate there to exit the instance. Don't want to do that quite yet. Come on. Alright. Heal up here. And probably gonna have to cycle after this one. So 1.8. Down 15. All right. We'll roll with it. get another skill pill going too, before I forget. So officially have 4 hours left in Annihilation of Halloween Mayhem. And here he is. 2 minutes. Now I gotta find the guy. Oh, there he is. Wow. It's crazy how fast they made him. And ugly. So the only problem with where I'm at right now is if he does kill me, not only do I have to heal up, but I gotta run all the way over to the other side of the map, arena area, which is gonna give him time to regen. So I gotta be kind of careful here. Oh, come on! Crap. Okay, so we're gonna walk these guys towards... crap, this is not what I wanted. I don't know why that second one decided to pull. Crap. Sucks, he's getting double hits on me basically. Come on. Ugh. Come on, come on. Nice crit. Come on, couple more. The other guy kills me, it's not a big deal. Sweet, and 6 ped. It's a little better. I was hoping for a little bit more than that, but it's better than the 2 ped they've been dropping me on the boss. Cool. What a mess that was. He must have spawned like right over here or something weird. There we go. Let's reposition again. Maybe like over here. Try something a little different. My mouth is starting to get a little sore from all the talking. It's, don't normally talk this much. I apologize about all the looks to the left. I'm always checking to see if my stupid camera decided to freeze or not. So far, it seems to be behaving itself for the most part. Nice. Hey, look at that. We broke over 3,000 points for the event. It's pretty decent. Actually, I have no idea where that puts me in the standing. I wonder if there's a way to check to see where you are in the rankings. Rules. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Mayhem Annihilation 1 scoreboards? Really? That can't be right. I think that's... That's got to be category 10, not category 1. The only reason I say that is because this guy here was my mentor, and he's in like Uber status. He's like category 10. There's no way he needs to category 1 stats. He's like a level 80 or 90 like laser rifle user. Let's check that again. We got global instances, Mayhem Annihilation 1. Scores. Huh. Yeah, and it pulls up the same. Oh, maybe those are completed. Let's check. Let's do this. Let's do global instances, 2 scores. No, those are different numbers. How does that work? Okay. Well, that's weird. But I'll roll with it. So anyways, I got 3,000 so far, so that should put me at I'll be like 6th and 16th place so far. But I'm sure I'm gonna get a few more points in the next 3 hours. It'd be cool if I broke top 10. I don't think I'm going to, but maybe I'm for sure gonna make the top 20. At least initially, once I score. Probably like top 15 maybe. Very cool. Hey, there we go. 21. That's gonna bring it back around for us. 56 there. 40. We're still down 10 ped, but close that gap up a little bit. How we doing? We still got 11 ped left on that gun. Really getting our mutant looter skill up, which I pretty much, when I started this event, I didn't have a whole lot of. I don't normally hunt mutants, so that's kind of nice. And maybe that might be hindering me a little bit in this competition. I don't know how much that affects, like, or if it affects the points at all that you would collect. If I had a much higher looter profession skill, if I would pull in more points, or if I would just see more globals in general, maybe. It's kind of one of those skills that it just doesn't quite make a lot of sense to me, but I just kind of roll with it. Where's that at? I could just do all categories. Where is it? Mutant. Should be in here somewhere. Maybe it's under L for looter. Come back to that. Where did they put that under? Oh, maybe it's reclaiming? No, that's for robots, I think. Huh. Stupid headstones are in my way again. Nice sweet stuff at FOMA, 68. Hey, we got a strong box. Cool. Game is almost too relaxed sometimes. Kind of circle our way back to the starting point. There's a nice one. 281. Ooh, 91 cut off a Cat 2 zombie. Cool. I don't know if I'm gonna tier up my pixie armor. I don't know if it pays really to make it so that I can put enhancers on it. I could maybe see, you know, doing that to a lower level gun. In case you want to come back and hunt smaller stuff. Which sometimes it's nice to take a break from hunting stuff at your level and go down to something smaller, just so you don't burn through so much ammo so stinking fast. And then the repairs or the markup on the bigger guns can get pretty brutal. Bump, bump, bump. Stats are coming along very nicely. He did get me. I was hoping to kill him without him touching me or even swinging at me. Nice. 3.5. seen Joda's name pop up in the global tracker. He's a big time miner. He does Twitch streaming once in a while. And that guy he'll run around, drop level 13 mining amps like they're candy. I mean, that guy's got some serious money into the game. Yeah, there he goes again. He's probably mining with something big. I'm sure he's taking advantage of FOMO being hot right now. So if you watch, you're going to see his name pop up a lot. Depending on how long he decides he's going to mine. Another one of those guys, you see their name a lot, but I mean, I don't know him. I've never talked to him. He's not my friends list by any means, but kind of neat to see that. Oh, there he goes again. Joda. Probably right. 149 pet on FOMO. Yep. Hey, if you are still watching this video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Sticking around for this long. I know it hasn't exactly been the most exciting video, but again, thank you. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my future Entropia Universe content. If you'd like, go ahead and scroll down to the description below, and I got a link to my other Entropia Universe videos. And you might even want to hit the like button. No pressure. Or the dislike button. If you didn't like this, that's fair. Either or is okay with me. I kind of learned something kind of funny from watching all these different YouTube videos. A lot of people are like afraid of people like disliking their videos, but it's instead of actually hurting you, it actually helps you a little bit, because you're still getting. YouTube doesn't really care if it's, well, maybe it does a little bit. It's not so much worried about whether the videos are liked or disliked. They're more worried about whether or not people took the effort to push the like or dislike button. Just because, obviously, if you take the time to like the button, you really liked it. But even if you dislike it, it still shows that you were into the video enough to care about it to hit that dislike button. So it actually kind of counts towards the engagement on your channel. So if you have a YouTube channel, don't stress out if people are hitting that dislike button, because it probably helps you more than you think it would, or it's helping you more than it's actually hurting you. It's kind of an interesting way to look at it. It's not quite as negative as everybody makes it sound. It's not as negative as everybody thinks it to be. See if I can kill this guy before he even gets to me. I'm gonna run out of walkway. Nope, couldn't kill him. Man, I wish they'd give me something good so I had something to get excited about. But it's just been kind of blah loot. And I'm kind of afraid to check it. Oh, there we go. That was a little better. nice. Sweet. Sorry about that. I was responding to a comment from another YouTuber. Actually, I'd commented on one of his posts. It was Scotty C93. He has been making a lot of Entropia Universe content, and he kind of just announced in one of his latest videos that he's actually going to be kind of changing up his channel. He's still going to be doing gaming, but he's going to be doing a lot less Entropia Universe content, which, you know, good for him. I think it's good that, you know, you don't want to build a channel around a game. You want to build a channel around you as a gamer. That way, hopefully the people that subscribe to you for you as a gamer and you as a commentator, and not so much just because you're playing a certain game that they happen to like. Because what would happen then if you become a person who only plays one game and you're only known for that one game, once it falls out of favor and it's no longer popular, or your audience, you know, changes to a different game, you're kind of left high and dry, and your channel's gonna die with that game, because it's at some point in time it's going to happen. Wow, there we go, 17, nice. At some point in time, it's gonna become unpopular. It's gonna fall out of favor, and it's eventually gonna die. It happens with every game. It's inevitable. Sooner or later, it will happen. It might have a certain amount of following, but your growth is gonna eventually decline and kind of level out. But if you want to continue to grow and get bigger and bigger, you need to be adaptable. And actually, this is kind of one of my fears going in as a YouTuber and becoming a content creator, is that too many people will come here for one specific game, say like Entropia Universe, and then if I decide to go and make a Borderlands video, you know, I don't want them to get angry and be mad at me because they subscribe to me and they're there for the Entropia content. An example of this is Ninja, who got, you know, super big from Fortnite, was a big Fortnite player, and that's all he ever played was Fortnite over and over and over again. And then he got a lot of backlash from his subscribers when he went to go play something else. I can't remember what it was. I think he wanted to play. He was doing a playthrough of like one of the older Final Fantasy games. He was just taking a break from Fortnite because that's all he ever did. And he was sick of playing it to a certain extent. And, you know, sometimes it's nice to just do something other than that one game over and over. And a lot of his, I shouldn't say a lot, but there was a certain amount of his subscribers got upset with him because they were there for Fortnite. They wanted him to play Fortnite and only Fortnite. And granted, he was on Twitch, so people were paying for those subs. So I could, you know, it's a little bit different. But I never want to be in that position that he kind of got himself into. So granted, right now I'm putting out a lot of Entropia videos for the most part, and it's just because they're easy and it's a good way for me to get my foothold into the YouTube channel. But I'm going to expand into different games here semi-shortly. Might be, and I've made a couple other videos and stuff, but in probably the next couple weeks, next couple months, you're gonna start seeing more videos of different games to start to pop up in my channel into my, you know, on your suggested videos or whatever. And hopefully that you will stick around, you'll stay subscribed to me, or if you're not already subscribed, you will still subscribe to my channel. Because I'm still gonna make Entropia Universe content, and you know, you're gonna watch that, but maybe you might want to check out some of that other stuff. Maybe you'll be interested, and if you're not, that's okay too. But you know, just understand that, you know, I really, if you are gonna just subscribe, I really want you to subscribe to me as a content creator and for my work, opposed to, well, he's just playing the game that I really like, so that's why I'm gonna subscribe to him. Not that there's anything really wrong with that, but it's, you know, it's better to subscribe to people that you like and that you enjoy as a creator. So my little spiel there, kind of a random tangent kind of thing. Mostly I'm just making an excuse to justify why I was on my phone there for that little bit and not talking to you and kind of ignoring everything that was going on. That's that's probably shame on me. I shouldn't be doing that, but yeah. But you guys probably understand. You're such a cool audience. You don't even know. I do know. My throat is getting dry. I need something to drink. I'm all out of Red Bull. So once this skill fills up, I'm gonna run and go get a bottle of water or something. I'm dying. I still got a couple hours I want to get through here. Hopefully. Maybe. We don't know. I'm gonna keep going until something happens. Actually, I don't even think I could finish up the last 3 hours if I wanted to. I think you get about 2 hours out of a gun, maybe a little bit more. Ooh, what did we get? Level 9 and paramedic. It's kind of odd that I got it while I was shooting something, but hey, I'm not going to argue. I am going to need that skill, though. This is starting to come along nicely. I was at like 26% when I initially bought the chip. I'm up to 34 already. Come on, keep shooting. Don't stop. Ugh. It's a love-hate relationship with the auto tool. Sometimes it works right away, sometimes it bugs out and it doesn't. Wow, now what did I get? Level 10 in knife fighter damage. How am I? Okay, those are all ranged weapons. I was gonna say my swordsmanship and stuff should all be like jumping up, because I have been doing the ranking skills more towards melee, just because it's pretty easy for me to rank up in rifles and stuff. So that's all I use. But I've been doing more melee related stuff so that when I do switch over to swords or whatever, I won't have to start way down by the TT sword, do something awkward like that to go that far back. At least then I'll be able to transition into maybe like an LB10. Maybe, did they make an LB5? I don't know. It's a good question. But I'd like to... Ooh, there we go. Might actually turn this run around and come out ahead. But yeah, I'd like to jump into the AR Matrix swords, long blades right away when I do transition over to that. And I know before the codec system went in, I was nowhere near ready to be using AR Matrix swords, so it is nice to get some skills in that category, get me a little bit closer to that. Keep my character. I like to stay kind of balanced. Just got 25 head there. 85. We're down about 15. That's not actually too bad. I'd like to be up 15 ped, but it's better than being down 100 ped like I was the other night. Alexander Buckwild. I like that name. There's Joda again. there we go. Nice, another decent drop. Actually, because we cycled and I think we were down 15 peds, so I think we broke even on that. And yeah, coming up on maybe even coming out just a little bit ahead. Or at least getting back to where we were with that 200 ped initial start. Tombstone. So just under 190. I guess you get a little bit more because the conversion rate isn't exactly a 1-to-1. We got almost, I think we got almost like an extra 2 pet out of that when we converted, which is kind of nice. We got left on this bad boy. 3 minutes. About to roll over on 2 hours. It seems like more and more people are starting to craft stuff other than explosive projectiles and shrapnel. Like they're starting to craft. You're seeing more people like craft like big weapons and healing devices. Once in a while, I'll see armor pop up in there. Which is good. Good for the economy. Maybe it's starting to turn around just a little bit. That'd be nice. Cause crafting picks up. Yeah, see, like he's crafting. That's for Mind Force chips. But if they start crafting some. Oops. Stuff other than explosive projectiles or shrapnel. Stuff that actually uses. Actually, I don't know what you need to craft shrapnel. So I can't necessarily speak for that one, but if people are constructing items that players can use, and that will kind of boost the market on everything else, like your animal oils and your ores and end matters. If those go up, people are going to be working harder to get them, and so they're going to be going through more guns, more healing devices, more armor, etc., etc. And yeah, the kind of feed off of each other. So I'm gonna heal up here, pull another one, and then I'm gonna go get something to drink while I'm killing whatever. Come on. All right, we're back. Stupid dog is banging up against the door. Hope I didn't miss the cannibal guy boss. Oh, I forgot to pop a skill pill. It's all out of water, so I grabbed the next best thing, light beer. Come on. There we go. Alright, we're set for another hour, it looks like. That gun is no good anymore. Switch over to that. Skill boost. What did we get? 68% on laser weapons. 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minutes. And this one might take me to rank 11 for the creature challenge. I wonder if that will reset for 2020. And if I'm like guessing they're gonna have a different one for Merry Mayhem. I would think. As well as all the other Mayhems, Easter Mayhem, Summer Mayhem, creature challenges. Ooh, 3 ped. Very nice, very nice. Still no... whatever his name is. Call him Fred. Fred the Cannibal. Ooh, evade. Just under a ped's worth. 128 points in evade for less than a ped. I'll take it. Totally worth it. So I went from basically 0 on this bar to 3/4 of the way. Not 3/4, 1/3 of the way. Team Second Amendment. It's an interesting team name. Why not just call yourselves the Right to Bear Arms, which is the Second Amendment if you're not familiar with American governmental terms. Whatever. Like I am. It's actually kind of sad. This is kind of random, but like a lot of foreigners know more about the American government than most Americans do themselves. We're kind of ignorant that way, but I do it by choice. I don't know about everybody else. I just don't care about politics. I'm right next to the respawn, too. I wonder what I'm gonna get from him this time. Am I gonna break more than 5 ped from a boss? Or are they gonna give me some measly loot again, like they have been? Ooh, don't kill me. We're just gonna go for it. We're gonna send it. Got him. Alright, let's see what we got. 4 ped, yeah. You'd think it would be better. I mean, granted, you do get the loot box and you get the token, but still. It should be better. At least give me what I pumped into him for ammo, which was probably like 8 to 10 ped with ammo that I spent trying to kill that guy. So this is kind of random thing. I just kind of popped into my head. I was thinking about the scoreboard, and they have everybody's like profile picture thing. This thing here next to your name. Is anybody online? None of my friends are online. That's kind of unusual. Anyways, I could, well, probably not enough material here to do in a video, but I'm sure I'll bring this up at a later point. Anyways, kind of 2 points here. One, why don't they make it so that you can upload a profile picture and use that instead of these? I mean, the little like preset avatar images are pretty cool. I like they're like neon lights type dealio things. They're neat. I like them. No complaint. Either allow us to customize those and like make them more our own would be kind of cool. Or be able to like upload a picture. So like as me as like a content creator, it'd be nice if I could upload my logo or my face, you know, whatever, into there, and people could see me that way. That would be kind of nice. And then on the scoreboards, you know, you could see you, or if you had like, you know, a logo or put your stream name in there or something, and then people would see that. That'd be kind of neat. So if you're from Mindark and you see this, or you know somebody who works at Mindark, or Mindark, pass that along. I think that would be something pretty easy to incorporate, and it would really add a lot to the game, sort of. Or at least people would feel more, it'd be more personalized, our avatars just a little bit more. And the other point I wanted to talk about, and this has actually bugged me for forever, and it would be probably super easy on their end to do. Let us change our avatar names. Even if I gotta pay a fee, whether it be $5, $10, whatever, even if I had to go to the web shop to do it, you should make that an option somewhere in this game, is the ability to change your avatar name. I know other games do it, like for instance World of Warcraft. You can pay a fee and you can change your I think your account name and your individual characters' names. Because that'd be something really awesome, and I'm sure a lot of people in here would pay for that. Especially the ones who have been around for so long. They might be sick of their name, or people who came in and like didn't take it real serious, and then they found out they liked it and they kept playing it, and probably are regretting that name that they decided to choose. Me specifically, I'd like to change it to CloaknDaggerish to match my YouTube name that I went with. Just because then it'd be easier for people to find me and associate my avatar and stuff. You know, keep that all the same, keep that all together. That'd be really, really nice. But like I said, I don't think it'd be very hard for them to incorporate that option on in the web shop, you know, or make it so that I mean, you have pet name tags. I mean, make avatar name tags that you can buy and you know, so you can change your name. Or if you put it in the web shop, if it is a big hassle, put a cooldown on it. Make it so that you can only change it once a year. I know like Xbox does that, where you can change your name. I think you got to pay for it, and you can only do that once a year. There's a cooldown on that, so people aren't like constantly changing it. I don't know exactly how much work is involved, you know, on the backside of things, but like I said, it can't be that hard. And it'd be a really nice option to have in the game, and I'm sure there's other MMOs and stuff out there that have that option as well. This is gonna get lost in this video. And if anybody is still watching at 2 hours and 15 minutes, you are my freaking hero. Thank you so much for putting in the time and effort to sit here and watch all this. But I'll bring it up in a different video, I'm sure. Again, one of my little pet peeves with the game. Not so much pet peeves, just like a suggestion. Maybe I'll do like my top 10 best ideas to make Entropia Universe an amazing game that everybody's gonna want to play. I don't know. Just the things I think about. I think I have a lot of good ideas that could really impact the game in a big way, and little ways. Can't forget the little ways. But just overall, I think I got some pretty good ideas that, you know, may or may not get incorporated down the road. Probably won't. Which is understandable. I mean, some of it, you know, maybe they're just not capable of, or it's just not financially practical for them to do. You know, I don't know. I've never made a video game. I've never ran a video game company. I've just always, you know, I've just played video games, and, you know, as a player of video games, you know, there's certain features, certain things that I'd like to see from a video game. Granted, Entropia Universe is a lot. George Cheese Smoker. I'm sorry, I just cheese. How do you smoke cheese? Oh, yeah, I guess you can smoke cheese. All I can picture is a guy with like a joint with like cheese hanging out of the end of it as he's attempting to smoke it, but maybe that's not exactly what he meant. I don't know. Sorry, just total random squirrel moment there. But yeah, I've never played video games, or I've never made a video game before, so I don't know how much work some of the stuff would take, what's all involved. But I think a lot of people would agree with me on my ideas, and, you know, if Mind Art would consider them, if they haven't already considered them, you know, might be some steps in the right direction to really making some maybe life-changing events, profession. I don't know. Life-changing. We're gonna go with steps of the game. You know, something that could alter it, how the gaming world sees it in general, could make it more popular. For one, quit making new land areas for people to play on that people aren't gonna go to. Would be one thing. So, I'm gonna just throw that out there. Not a fan of the Arcadia Moon. You couldn't tell. Bad idea. All around. Bad idea to make any more land areas in general, of any kind. Just because the game isn't big enough to support that. You're trying to spread the players in the ped too thin. This is not gonna work, and it's gonna hurt people in the end. Man, this loot is just garbage. And I have like 45 minutes left on the skill pill, and I don't really want to walk out of here with while that's still going. And I still got 2 hours and 45 minutes to get through. Do I have enough? I got 2 more pills. So, yeah, so like last like 40 minutes I'll have to come back for, or just do it without a skill pill, I guess. Man, this loot is, what am I at, 40? I think we're way down. Oh my goodness, we're down like 50 ped. We were doing so good. Ugh. Why? Alright. So what I'm gonna do here... I'm gonna lose the... Well, it's not gonna help my score. I'm not gonna... What is the top score? I think it was like 17,000 points or something. Was... Yeah, 20,000. 50. Half a pet. Like the last 4 or 5 of these things I've killed have given me half a pet. I need another... What is that? 6, 7, it's like 7,000 points to break into the top 10. I don't think that's gonna happen. Granted, you get 250 per boss. I don't know. Like, I kind of want to just pull out and go hunt curbs. Though the curbs have definitely cooled down there in the global tracker there. So maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe I should just pull out for the night. Nah. Pull out. Or, you know, just grind through it and hope for the best. There we go. Why is that one unreachable? Why is it the one that I always click on? Come on. There we go. Oh, there's another curb. 10 head though, that's kind of a small global for a mature. Usually they're a little closer to 20. Jack Black is still grinding away on that explosive projectiles. There we go. Let's keep those rolling in. If we can keep getting 4 ped loots, we'll be sitting pretty. Yeah, 55 and... Ugh. Is that 100? 105? So we're at, well, 160. We're down 40 ped. Not quite 50. Still a lot, though. There we go. Yes. Ludius is listening and he is answering. What a guy. You can get 11 of ped global on a provider or a curb? It seems awfully low. Let's see what Cali Trade is up to. Oh, it's like, why is this chip so expensive? It's because it's unlimited, that's why. Yeah, 200 ped for Which, I don't know why anybody would pay 200 ped for this. Whoops. Because it's pretty much only good for, like, hunting punies. And the markup on the unlimited, or the limited chips is not that bad. So, I mean, unless you're gonna hunt punies for the rest of your life, there's no reason to invest in a chip like that. Not for 200 ped, jeez. Ooh, 4. Wow, yeah, now the loot's picking up. Alright. We got an A105. I think I have like an A102 or something that's stored somewhere. 15 burn, 3 penetration. Yeah, I don't have a 105 laying around. Wow, that's pretty expensive. This wanna sell, vibrant sweat. 0.82 ped for 1,000. Jeez. Simple. Oh, simple 2 conductors for 108. What's the markup on those normally? Oh, that's pretty reasonable. What is this? Holy cow, 68 to 137 damage. Recommended level 80. Is that 32 peck a shot? Yeah, 32 pack a shot. Wow. Cool gun though. Really, TT is only a ped. It's super cheap to repair them. Ooh. Not paying attention. Geez, 17,000. It's a good gun though. What's the efficiency on it? 62. So it's similar to an AR Matrix gun. Jacket. Regen 8 chip. Unlimited. That's not too bad. It's an unlimited chip. The zombie Kong truck? What's this? Oh, that's cool. There's like a lot of really cool vehicles in this game that you hardly ever see. This is one of them. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. 700% markup. That's not super unreasonable. That'd be fun to roll around in. That's a fetus? for Arcadia Moon Challenge. Weird. Huh. 5% on Milky Water? Hey, he's Higo Damask is #1 for Cat 1 in Annihilation Zombie. No, don't. No. Man, I'm itching for some swirly so bad. I haven't seen any since the first 2 hours of the Mayhem. I got them, and then I haven't seen any since. Which I'm a little disappointed. Rolling up on 3,400 points though. Probably need like another 7,000 to make top 10. Ooh, 380, nice. Look at that, and we get 3,400. I don't know. I might only do one pass at this. It does take a long time to get through 15 hours of Annihilation. I could try Survival. I think that was for the looter, mutant looter. Oh no, 22 BLP sniper hit. Nice. Cause yeah, to grind through another 15 hours. Ooh. I'm actually just happy that I'm gonna get through. I'll get through it all the way through once and get my name and my score up on the board, and now I can officially say I've participated all the way through a Mayhem event, which is pretty freaking cool. I could still make top 10. It's just take a little bit of luck to get it, I think. Well, I don't think. I know it's gonna take a lot of luck to get up there. I think I gotta break like 10,000 points to make top 10. So unless I get 2 zombies that decide to drop me 5,000 points apiece, I guess I don't need 5,000 apiece. I need what, another 8,000, 8,000 to make that. So probably not gonna happen, but oh well. Not a big deal. First year competing. There's no reason for me to expect to place top 10. But I think Halloween Mayhem runs till November 30th or 31st. I think it runs for the whole month of November. And then I think they take a break for like a month, and then like all of January is Merry Mayhem. There's a decent one. 8 head. Can I see? I'm just kind of curious. Global. Survival 1. Oh, it's time-based. 7 seconds. Well, I might just have to jump into that. How do you only make it 7 seconds? I guess I don't know. I've never competed, but maybe he jumped in with like TT weapons and was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, and then found out, no, you can't do it with TT weapons. That's the only thing that I can think of. Because as far as I understand, you can compete in both Annihilation and Survival. You just can't do multiple categories of each one. So you can't do like level 1 and 2 of Annihilation or levels 1 and 2 of Survival. Excuse me. But I didn't realize it was strictly time based. That's weird. I think I gotta check that out now and see how that works. For a little over 4.5. Nice. I like those. How we doing on Ted? 4 there. 157. Yeah, we're down a little over 40 Ped. Really close to leveling up. Mute Looter. What else we got? Evade's usually the one that I care about. Laser Engineer. Gotten 1 point for that. Maybe I should start researching laser weapon technology. That might help me with my crafting. Where is my laser weapon technology at? I got 3,000 points in that. Hey, there we go there, folks. 2858. Silent Global is what I would consider that. 130. 47. Yeah, so now we've gone from being like 40 ped down to about 20 to 25-ish ped. Give or take. That's all it takes. One or two big hits. We're good to go. Keeps our horse in the race, so to speak. And I'm okay with that, because this race has still got another 2 hours and 20 minutes to go. Come on. Grab that pew pew. Oh, I thought I had a global. Oh, man. That's kind of disappointing, but I hit level 7 in Mutant Looter. Ah! That hurts. I thought for sure I had a global. Ah! It's like, finally! I'll get ahead. Nope. Gearing up for looting profession. Dang it. Oh well. It's the way it goes. Apologize, my dog is making a bunch of noise, running around, throwing her bones around, it sounds like. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Out of beer. I need a mini fridge in here is what I need. Ooh, almost 4 ped. Nice. Oh, 71 ped provider. For some reason, I thought it said 71,000 ped provider on a curb. That would have been ridiculous, to say the least, but dyslexia kind of kicked in hard there for a second. Maybe I should put my camera over there instead of over here. Here. Just because I find myself looking over in this direction so much anyways, especially when I'm talking. I think that's because the view of, I feel like the camera view of myself on the other screen in OBS, like, that's what you're seeing, obviously. But I feel like I'm talking to you when I'm looking over at that window, and I'm not. So it's not it's something to think about, I guess. But I just got to do a better job of talking to the camera and not to myself on the other screen. Holy cow, 500 points gained. Why? Gotta look at you. Interesting. 500 ped would have been better, but I'll take it. And a skill boost for healing. Oh joy. Because I'm going to do a lot of that. 500 points was nice, though. That put me up to almost 4,000. If I could get a few more of those, we'd be in good shape. Where does that put us? Can't move that around. Where does 4,000 points put us roughly on the board? Out of curiosity. 4,000 points would put us in... Actually, right now I'm in position 13. So, not bad. I mean, three positions away from top 10. Maybe I will break it. Be pretty slick. That'd be awesome. Break into the top 10. First try. First attempt ever at fully completing the Mayhem and making top 10. In category 1, which is technically, I would think, would have the most competitors, because probably the most people qualify for it there. But just because they qualify doesn't necessarily mean they compete. Because I'm sure there's a lot of like brand new people who are only able to use TT weapons and such. And I don't think you could really compete in here. I don't even think you could survive in here with TT weapons and I don't know, CDF armor, or I guess you could get the settler armor out of the TT machine, but ooh, there's some pretty bad stats on that stuff. I gotta heal up. I know this kind of goes against my rules, but we're gonna do it anyways. My rules are meant to be broken because they're mine and I can do what I want with them. 12 minutes left on the skill pill. Nope. Nice, 15 ped. What does that put us in the grand scheme of things? 1.78. So yeah, we're down about 20 ped. Not too bad. Not a great way to finish out the day, but I think overall we're probably gonna about break even. Because I did finish out this morning with an extra 10-15 ped. So if I lose 15-20, it's not too bad. Yeah, why not? We'll heal up all the way. All the way. Rolling up on the 3-hour mark here. Nice. So we'll get one more boss kill, and I think then I'm gonna call it a night. Come back and do the last 2 hours, maybe tomorrow. Finish this out. Getting to be a long day. Alright. Yeah, something. Yeah, down 25. A little less than 25. $114 off a curb provider. Jeez. And I like Caps Dude has been globaling like all afternoon. It's insane. Jeez. Oh, nice. Didn't even touch me. Or give me decent loot. Alright, 4 ped, nice. Nice heavy crits. Rolling up on the 3-hour mark, so we should be seeing the boss again. And after we defeat him and we get our points and we get our loot, taking off for the night. Probably. This game gets so addicting after a while. Holy crap! 106 bed. That's what we've been waiting for all freaking day. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yes! Holy crap. And I got it recorded. That's awesome. 106 ped global. Freaking A. Yes! All right. That's my first triple-digit global ever in this game. 106. Oh my god, that's awesome. Yes! So worth the wait. God damn. Pulled us out of the hole. Put us ahead. Yes! Oh, yes! No complaints about that. Yes! Halloween Mayhem, folks. Right there. Makes it worth it. And everything after that is just bonus loot. A strongbox and a token? That's a first. I've never gotten that off of I've never gotten both off of one of these low level mobs. Usually you get both off the boss there. Which he should be coming soon too. Ah, sweet. First triple digit. That's awesome. That's gonna make my Halloween Mayhem that much more memorable. First year competing, first year with a triple digit global. Next goal? Our next goal is to get into the Hall of Fame. I've never gotten a Hoff before, so that's next on the list. But that's gonna be like a couple hundred pen global to do that. I think today I'd have to break like 425, which is pretty substantial. But we'll get there. We'll get there one of these days. Might not be anytime soon, but it's gonna happen. I'm still geeking out about that global. I want to get in on this I Like Cats team. Not only because they have an awesome name, but man, they've been just slaying the globals tonight. They just keep popping up over and over and over again. Look, there they are again. I Like Cats, 28 on the provider. They had one earlier for like 176. They must be out at I think that's Fort Lahars where everybody's hitting those big curb globals. And I don't understand why the providers are putting out so much right now, but whatever. It's probably what I should be doing. Nice. 4.5. We're gonna end tonight on a high note. That doesn't happen very often for me. But when it does, it is sweet. I wonder how long these curbs are gonna be hot. It's been a couple days now that they've been just popping off left and right. Specifically at the providers, which I'm assuming everybody's hunting them over at Fort Lahar, because over at Fort Lahar, I think every single one of those curb mobs is a level 4 provider. So anything that really makes sense, because if you go over to Bora's, you got level 2 youngs, you got level 3 and 4 matures, and or no, level 3 mature and olds, level 4 providers, there's a couple of them. And then you have like level 5 and 6 guardians / alphas. So. But like I said, over at Fort Lahar, every single one of them, for the most part, is a level 4 provider. So that's where they got to be hunting. Actually, I did find OMG Coin Guy or whatever his name is. He was over at Fort Lahar hunting them, and he was hitting globals all day the other day on the providers. Where is this boss at? That's what I'm waiting on. Once he's here, kill him and then I'm out of here. Man, 106. That's sweet. I may be cheesing about that for days. The obnoxious part is going to be trying to find that for clipping that later. This is a 3-hour long video. Granted, I know it happened around the 3-hour mark, but it's still gonna take me a while to find that. Because everything looks the same. Because I've been in the same spot for the last 3 hours for the most part. So trying to figure out where exactly that is. Should have wrote down the time that I had on when that happened, or roughly when it happened. But we'll figure it out later, I guess. Man, I like cats, man. It's doing awesome. Good for them guys. And girls. Could be girls. I'm not sexist, just my mannerisms are. Ah, here he is. Sweet. We're gonna wrap this up for the night. Come on, give me another global. Oh, how awesome would that be if he dropped me another couple hundred pet global? Oh, I'd lose it. I don't even know what I would do. Flip the table, mic drop, the whole shebang. I don't know. I don't even care what he gives me at this point. I hit what I wanted to hit tonight. I didn't even think I was gonna get that. So anything I get from here on out, icing on the cake. And boy, is that cake sweet. It's freaking delicious. Ooh, and I'm gonna die. One more. There we go. Come on, let me use my gun. Come on. There we go. 4,226 points. It's just under 4 ped and shrapnel, a token, and a strong box. Let's get out of here. I just want to say, if you watched all 3 hours and 13 minutes and 31 seconds, you are a freaking champion. Thank you so much. You are truly amazing. I'm sure you have already, but I'm just going to say it anyways. If you haven't, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of my Entropia Universe content to come in the future. And if you want, scroll down to the description below because I got a link to the rest of my Entropia content. So in case you missed anything, you can go there and figure out what you missed, and you can watch that as well. And you know what? Maybe drop a like, because if you watched for 3 hours, you probably liked it, or at least enjoyed a little bit of it. So, why not? Smash that, that like button, or smash the dislike button. Either or, hit one of them, please. And until next time, have a good one.